What's up, everyone? Welcome to my very first vlog. My name is Uncle Jay, and I'm a poker player. I moved to Vegas about 5 years ago to play poker, and I've always been pretty good at the game, but I've never been a crusher. Right now, I am still playing 1-2 and 1-3 No Limit Hold'em. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's some of the smallest stakes that casinos have to offer. I think that I'm a decent enough player. However, I am still stuck playing at the smallest stakes. So, at some point, I need to reevaluate what I am doing. I can blame it on lack of motivation. I can blame it on luck. I can blame it on a negative mindset. I can blame it on too much partying. But in reality, it's probably a little bit of everything, so I need to look in the mirror and reevaluate my life. It was a couple years ago, February 2017 to be exact. I was reading an article on PokerNews.com, and it was an interview from Daniel Negreanu. He was asked a couple of questions, and one thing that really resonated to me was his daily routine. He said he does not know of a poker player who does not wake up every day and study to better his or her game. And at the time, I thought Daniel Negreanu was the best poker player ever, or, top 5. In this exact moment, I don't think he's top 5, but he is clearly one of the ambassadors and one of the best players to ever play the game. So he's someone's opinion who I highly respect. When he said that he doesn't know of poker players who does not study, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. What are you studying? Daniel, what are you studying? You're the best poker player ever. And you study every day? And I'm sitting here on my couch reading articles about poker, thinking about going to the casino at night, and the best poker player is studying. So, what are you studying? What are the best players in the world studying? I don't know. So, thanks to Google and thanks to YouTube, I was able to find professional poker players who were coming up with educational content for me to look at for free. I went through several people, and one man that really resonated with me was Jonathan Little. It was his teaching style, just the way he explains things. It was really good for me. I understand that everyone's mentors are different. He worked really well for me. So, he has something called Weekly Poker Hand. And he also does things for PokerNews.com. And I went through all of his free content. And then I went through all of his free content again, because it was so good that I needed to really try to stomach all this information. It's not just something that you want to passively watch. It was something that I needed to study, I needed to learn, I needed to stomach. After I consumed all of his free content, I started to buy his books. And I went through 6 of them. Strategies for beating small stakes cash games, strategies for beating small stakes poker tournaments, Jonathan Little on live no limit cash games, bluffs, mastering small stakes no limit hold'em, and excelling at no limit hold'em. Several of these books were very thick. They weren't just read a couple pages. There were pictures, there were charts, there were numbers, there was math. It was great. I loved every second of it. I went through all of these books 4 times, at least 4. And to this day, I still go through at least 2 or 3 of them just for references, just for when I have questions after a session or whatever comes to mind, I can refer to these books. After I finished reading all these books, I joined PokerCoaching.com, which Jonathan Little runs himself. It was only about $40 a month to do PokerCoaching.com, and I was paying the $40 a month, and suddenly he had a package deal where if you pay, I don't know how much it was, maybe $300, maybe $400, but you would get poker coaching for the full year, which I'm already paying $40 a month, so let's just call it $400. Pay $400 for the full year. I get poker coaching for the full year, and I got 15 or so webinars of 60, 70 hours worth of information that was fantastic. So I pulled the trigger and I was with him on poker coaching for a good year and a half. Very recently, less than 2 weeks ago, I canceled my poker coaching membership. Not that I am through learning, not that I am above learning. I mean, obviously I'm still playing 1-2 and 1-3 no limit. However, I think that for now, I am done with studying on pokercoaching.com. Poker coaching gave me the ability to teach myself. I know how to plug in certain numbers into these poker calculators and to figure out certain problems, and I can almost figure out what to do in certain scenarios. So I have Jonathan Little to thank for that. And I will probably go back to poker coaching one day, but I want to focus on a vlog. I have a monetary goal, and this time next year, I want to have profited $25,000 playing poker. I did some math, and it's very reasonable. I'm going to be grinding at the Flamingo and at Harrah's for about 28 hours a week, 15 hours at Flamingo, 13 hours at Harrah's. Gets me placed into some free tournaments where I can win several $100s each week. And if and when I win this money, it will all go towards the bankroll to that $25,000. So, it's about 4 o'clock. Let's play some poker. Games are a little bit slow at the moment, down about $60, but it's not too bad. I have to take a break every 2 hours or so it's been about 2 hours. Let's see the strip.
It's just weird that, you know, he's not a strap.
I'm weak.
Well, that's true, but that has nothing to do with sleep.
Just wrapped up the session. 11 and a half hours in the books. It was a pretty good game. I'm just a little tired. Still need another 3.5 hours to qualify for tomorrow, aka today. But it was a good table. It was a good session. I played pretty well. You know, some swings, inevitable swings in the game. I really wanted to do the whole 15 hours tonight, but that's really difficult to sit and play poker for 15 hours. I'm just a little tired and it's just time to go to bed. So I figure I'll get some shut-eye and I'll come back and finish up tomorrow and catch some football and work on editing my very first vlog. So thanks for checking in. Plus 221, plus 222 in 11 and a half hours. So nice to book a win on the very first session of the vlog. Until next time. Just called the Uber about 9:40 on a Friday. Going to go do this free roll at the Flamingo. See if I can get this $700 for a first through 10th place. If things don't go well, we'll just hop into a cash game for work. So yes, I do have a job. I am not just a small stakes grinder. Early exit. Lasted only 45 minutes in the tournament. 300, 600 blinds. I have ace king suited in the cutoff. I raise. Guy 3-bets me to about 5,500. And I've only got 9,800, so I just shoved all in. And he had pocket queens. And I turned the ace and he rivered his backdoor flush. So that's poker. I was going to go to Harrah's, but there are no games because everyone's still at Flamingo. So please click that thumbs up button, like and subscribe. See you soon.